Do you need a mic or just go?
I got you.
All right, cool.
James, we're just talking to Finn. I mean, obviously he's a young player in this league. What have you seen in front of you of just the attention to detail, the attentiveness, the willingness to learn at his age?
Yeah, definitely. I think biggest thing I've seen from him so far is just his growth week in, week out. You could see him getting more confident every game, whether it's his decisions on the ball, his positioning off the ball. And also, like, I see, obviously, the things that, you don't see, like the work ethic behind closed doors. Last one to leave pretty much every day, doing the recovery that needs to be done, watching videos. So I got nothing but praise for him, and I hope that he continues. I know he'll continue that way for sure.
To be a keeper, you got to have a mentality on PKs. So what is yours? How much do you, I don't want to say welcome the challenge, but I guess in a way you're welcoming those challenges to be able to stand up in the moment and deny them?
Yeah, I feel like, my whole career, even though the beginning of my career, I think I went 0 for 5. I know that I'm not really to blame if I let it in. You know what I mean? Like, a penalty is meant to score. Usually you think, oh, we got a penalty, we got a goal. So I see it as just no pressure. There's really no pressure whatsoever. You just do what you got to do, see what you feel, and then obviously if you come up with a moment like I've been fortunate to come up with in the last couple of games, and bonus, So that's pretty much how I see it.
And then just one more, just about the team in general, just the form you guys are playing right now. Big challenge coming in, though. So how much do you guys welcome challenges like that to really test where you're at early on in the season?
Yeah, huge. I think obviously we've been kind of speaking internally about how we want to make a statement every weekend. I think last weekend was a big one for us going into it. We wanted to separate us from the pack a little bit, even though it's kind of tight right now. Win on the road. I think those are very big. If you want to compete in this league and go far, you need to get results on the road, and we did that last week. And then again, like tough challenge this weekend. Team that's obviously very good. They've won. They know how to win, and close to us in the standings. It is still early, but again, it's another game where if we want to be the team we say we are, these are the games we need to win. So that's what we're going into this game with.
I know Max and Denny are pretty close. They were really good friends when they were at LAFC. I know Max was his translator when he first came over to the club. Does he give you any secrets about Denny and what he likes to do, his preferences on the pitch?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I've only been able to play against LAFC in a half. That was like last year when I came in, and then preseason as well. So I don't have as much experience as he does. So obviously, whether it's with Denny particularly, or even anybody in the league, like in the West, like I think I said it a lot last year, where it was my first year in the West Coast and playing against these guys that Max has played against for many years now. We usually talk every week, whether it's our video sessions with the goalkeeper coach or during training, and we try to go over tendencies, try and go over what he thinks or what we think might happen or what we need to be careful for, and I think that's how we work super well together.
What's been the highlight of your season so far for you personally?
Personally, I would just say I'm just very content with my consistency week in, week out. I think that's something that I've been striving for, not only this year, but throughout my whole career. I think that if you want to go far in anything, whether it's as a goalkeeper, field player, anything in life, consistency is key. So I think being able to do that week in, week out is something that I'm really proud of.
Jake, you have the game in front of you. What is the difference on the game, taking the results apart, from this run of the team and the team at the end of last season, the expectation for this team and the game itself?
Yeah, I think, if I have to pinpoint one thing, it's definitely, I think, we're just much stronger defensively. I think that doesn't necessarily mean only the back four. I think it starts from up top too. The way we press, or the way we have a low block, or whatever the case may be, we're all on the same page. We follow our principles really well, and I think everybody's buying into the system that Phil has put into place, and slowly you're seeing it continue to gel week in, week out. So I think that we've just gone much solid defensively.
When you play so many games on the road and then come back home, especially here, you change the surface. Mm-hmm. Is anything changes for you in the run up to the game?
No, nothing really. I think at the end of the day, it will benefit us. Like we play here, even though we haven't played here in a while. It's our home. It's our home. We have our crowd. At the end of the day, a pitch is a pitch. It's not like it's a bad turf. The turf is more than up to standard, and I don't think it necessarily changes anything in our preparation.
James, just a quick question about Timbers fans. You probably get to listen to the Timbers fans more than any of us combined just because you sit there for 1.5. How does that feel like? Is it motivating to hear the fans chanting all 90 minutes long, regardless, despite the result?
100%. I think it's a boost that we need, and I'm sure they know it, but maybe they don't know it as much as they should. But there's moments in the game where we feed off of it, and I'll circle back to a game this year, especially that I remember, that is against Austin at home, where it was a tight game, 0-0, and then the crowd just kept going, kept believing that we were going to get the goal, and we ended up getting it near the end of the game. And it's moments like that where if they're on top of it, which they always are, we're gonna feed off of it, and we're gonna continue to push and get that goal or keep the ball out of the net, wherever the case may be. And no, it's huge.
Cool. We'll wrap it there. Thanks.
Thank you, guys.